I'm gonna build the most versatile camera rig ever, and the stuff I'm gonna use to build it costs less than 20 bucks. Remember the chart from the Power Fist commercial? Still hanging up. So basically, the idea is to build a swivel point in the middle of the ceiling so that I can have articulating arms that put the camera anywhere without having to move a tripod around, because there's always stuff around on the floor. There's one cut. Actually, two cuts. Let me draw you a plan so that you can understand what I'm trying to do here. Now that I've got those boards on the rafters and it's real sturdy, I'm going to put a swivel point here. Two boards will come across and they'll pinch a board that can swing that way and that way. And then there will be another arm sticking off of that that can swing that way and that way. And then I'm going to build a little rig here with 3 swivel points so that I can mount the camera down here somehow and it can point any direction I want it to. I needed something lightweight and rigid, so I used wood because wood is relatively lightweight and rigid. Carbon fiber costs a fortune, aluminum's pretty expensive, so wood was the natural choice. All of this is made out of 2 2x4s, and with all the fasteners, it was less than $20. This, as with all of my videos, is meant to inspire you to build something yourself, not to just have me give you the plans so that you can do the exact same thing, because it's probably not going to work for you, because the chance that your rafters are the same as mine, and you have the same amount of space, and you want to do the same thing in the same area is slim to none. So you can use this idea and it might not even be a good one. We'll see if it even works. Good enough for government work. I just realized that when I was at the hardware store, I had the plan kind of written down, but I changed it partway through while I was there when I was deciding how I was gonna build this thing. And I bought 2 bolts that are too short by 1 inch, but it's too late. And the store is closed, so now I'm gonna try to fix it so that I can still finish this project tonight. Talk about making the project take longer. Here goes nothing. Now I just gotta grind it back so it'll fit through the washers and whatnot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how short bolts become long bolts. Now that that's done, back to building this thing. Like I was saying before, the whole point of my channel is to inspire you to make stuff. The vast majority of the time in life, things aren't gonna work out the way that you planned them to. And knowing how to build stuff doesn't necessarily solve that, but it teaches you a skill, and that's to overcome problems that come up when it seems like there isn't a solution. I wish I could say that I planned that whole not getting bolts that are the right length thing, but I didn't. And really, it illustrates what I'm talking about, because I could have just stopped doing the project and waited till the store opened again and gone it back and bought more bolts. You know, I'm used to finding a solution for things. In the infamous words of Vanilla Ice, yo, you got a wait, how's it go?
If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
I don't have a DJ, but you get the point. It's all about solving problems. Like with this project, the whole reason for this is so that I can film more easily by myself, because I don't have somebody helping me out. Now I could just complain and say that I can't do it because I don't have somebody to film for me, but by building this, I make it one step closer to me being self-sufficient as a YouTuber alone, right? How cool is that? A little project like this. Well, not that little of a project. I mean, it would have been littler if I didn't have to weld bolts longer. Setting the camera up for every shot takes a lot of time. I want my content to be good, because if my videos are entertaining, maybe it'll convince people to try to make stuff themselves. And they'll learn some of that self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency. And I'll tell you what, whenever I actually get a chance to see that I have actually made a difference and inspired someone, that is the biggest payoff. Better than a big fat check from Google for having a viral video. A perfect example of that happening recently was that a fan, their whole family watches my videos, and he sent me a picture of his oldest son wearing a shirt, and he had drawn my logo on the shirt. And he's messaged me before and told me about how his kids want to build the stuff that I build, or at least build things because I build things. Him and his wife, because they like my stuff so much and they believe in my channel, actually went out and got me a GoPro Hero 5 Black so that I could film slow motion. Don't even know what to say. So huge thanks to Cody and Steph for hooking me up with an extremely generous gift. Thank you guys. Now, even though they got me an awesome camera, which was way above and beyond what I expected anybody to do when I said that I was on a quest to get enough money to get more cameras, I think the pictures of his kids being inspired by my videos is so much more incredible because I'm actually making a difference in somebody's life by my videos, which is my entire goal with this channel. And really, I feel like that's probably the best part about this maker movement that's going on in the country in general, is because it gets people to be self-sufficient and learn how to do things themselves. I think the world would do a lot better with less complaining and more doing. I'm not trying to get all hippie here, but if a lot more people made stuff instead of just buying everything, that would probably help the environment also. Do you know how much it would cost and it would take to buy one of these things instead of me just making it out of some scrap parts and 20 bucks worth of junk from the hardware store? A lot more than $20, like $1 million. Okay, not $1 million, but a lot. And I think this thing is turning out pretty awesome so far. That works better than I thought it would. Also, the camera arm is going to attach to this part, and the reason there's a tail on it back here that I don't have any holes in is because eventually I'm thinking about doing like a counterweight system here or something like that. Counterbalance all the weight from the camera over there. We'll see if I need it. Come on. If this thing works, it's going to make a big difference in how long it takes to set up shots when I'm filming. Where is it? There it is. Now I just gotta get the other washer in there. I use a gift card that another fan sent me that I got this stuff with to be able to slide this washer up into position. Thanks, John. Bingo. And I knocked the nut off the ladder. It's alright. I had to get down to get tools anyway. Speaking of fans sending me stuff, I put my fan mail address in the description of every video. So if anybody out there has a burning desire to send me a DSLR camera or something for me to make my videos better, feel free. I'm not going to complain. Would you look at that? Might need a little more tension on it. Oh man, if this thing works, I'm going to be so excited. Before I attach this last stick, I need to use these little aluminum pieces that I got and build the little gimbal head that moves the whole camera mount around that I still have to build also. These are just little cuts, scrap aluminum. I don't actually know if it's a gimbal or not because it's not motorized. I'm gonna have to move it to set the camera up. So basically this is gonna be my little gimbally thing. I gotta cut the aluminum for where the camera is gonna go. Always keep scraps. If anybody ever offers you scrap metal, take it. And I forgot I have to bend it. On this thing, there's a joint on each part that's held together with a bolt, and then there's a regular washer, and then there's a spring washer. See how it's all flexy? That goes on, then it goes through the thing, and then a nylon washer for slippiness, then the other thing, and a washer, and the nut. Now I just need to tighten all these up. All right, so this will mount to the stick here, and then that will move there, and this will move there, and that will move there. And then I have all different motions, you know? I can do whatever. Gimbal thing. This piece was a little bit too long, an excessive amount of reach, so I cut it down. But even with it cut down, it's enough weight that that doesn't hold. So I think I might have to pull the washers out of that top joint so that this stays where it's supposed to, because it's not working. That or just make it really tight. Time to put this jobby on. Bingo. Huh? Yeah. It all works. I realized something. I can do spin around shots on stuff. Also, I forgot to mount the camera and the mic. The little screw holes there are 1/4 by 20 threads per inch. So you can just get a little bolt. And that's how I'm gonna mount the camera that I'm recording with right now and the microphone to the base. Time for action shots. Oh, here we go. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Also, if you want to help out my channel but you don't have enough money to just send me a camera or something, that's fine. There's plenty of links in the description for other ways to do so, like give me $1 on Patreon, or use Gawkbox or TAD, and you can buy stuff that I made. Links down there for that. I haven't sold very much, but thanks to the people that have bought stuff. I appreciate it.